Welcome to another episode of Mountaineer Recap, where we look back at the score from yesterday's game and we analyze everything. And yeah, it's a new segment that we're trying out. So this is the second installment of it. I'm here, one of your co-hosts, Kevin Jones. Got my super producer Dave in the building with me today, and talk a little bit of Mountaineer basketball, man. Last night wasn't a great day to be a Mountaineer, wherever you may be. We lost an important game at home, heartbreaker actually to our NCAA chances. 61-56 loss to Utah. Yeah, man. Like I said, this game was definitely detrimental to our chances. This was a quad four loss, and the NCAA has different quads, and those are the rankings of teams that we're playing. So just to give you a update of what that means for those who don't know, they use a four-tier quadrant system, 1 through 4, based on the net rankings to evaluate team resumes for a tournament selection. The system is categorizes of games by opponent strength and location, with quad 1 being the highest quality and quad 4 being the lowest. The committee weighs heavily on quad 1 wins and avoids punishing teams for competitive losses in that tier. So, meaning that if you lose to another quad 1 team, they don't take it as seriously as if you lose to a quad 4 team, which is the lowest of the ranked teams. Those are known as bad losses. So, needless to say, last night was not a good loss at all, especially coming off a big win at UCF and being at home where we don't normally lose, and against a team like Utah, who is not good on the road and who hasn't been successful even in the last couple years on the road. And yeah, man, this was tough. The scores were for our team. Honor Huff, he didn't have his best game today. He struggled. I think he had 12 points, finished 4 of 15 from the field. Trayson Eaglestaff, another tough game, 4 of 11, 9 points. Chance Moore had a solid game for us coming off the bench again. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. And him and Brent Lorian, I think, had a solid game for us. Brent had 10 points and 6 rebounds. But really, we didn't get anything out of our offense again, man. We scored 56 points, man, and that's just not going to get it done. Like I said last recap, the magic score should be 70. That is our sweet spot of wins that we've had this season so far. Man, you can have the best defense in the world, which we do have. We do have one of the top defenses in the country, but if you can't score, it doesn't matter because at this level, teams are so good that you have to rely on something more than your defense. And we have the talent. Like I said last time, we have the talent to do it. It's just something, it isn't clicking and guys aren't hitting shots. I can't even say that they're not being aggressive, but it's just shots aren't falling for right now for whatever reason, and we're suffering for it. Like I said, Honor Huff had a rough game for him, but I can't even really, games happen like that with players, with good players and everything. Sometimes you have off nights, but we don't have anybody to help carry that burden with him of scoring if he's not doing well. So that's been our problem all season. He's kind of been like a Superman for us, especially in late game situations where he's hit a lot of big shots. So when he's not on top of his game, we kind of don't have a chance to win, or it seems that way in the last couple games. Funny story: the head coach of Utah, which is Alex Jensen, was my first coach when I played in the D League at Canton Charge. I did not know he was the head coach at Utah right now. I think he's from Utah or something like that. So to see him playing against the Mountaineers, that was kind of brought me back down memory lane. So he was always a good dude. So shout out to Coach Jensen. And we had another former Mountaineer site in James Okonkwo who came in. He does his time in the Mountaineers. He provides a lot of energy, second chance points, rebounds, and everything like that. So it was good to see him out there, even though he's been in college for a minute now. So that was also a surprise to see him out there doing his thing. But yeah, I feel like that's where the game was won and lost today, was on the offensive rebounds, hustle points, where that's what we're known for. We're known for our great defense, great help defense. We don't allow a lot of easy paints easy points in the paint, and I feel like we did all that today. And in a game like this, where scoring is so limited, that yeah, we need all those second chance points. We need all those rebounds. So I think we got out rebounded by 10 today. I think it was 38-28, an advantage of Utah. And it was very disappointing to see. I'm not gonna lie, especially with Utah doesn't have much to play for at this point. They're not playing for NCAA tournament bid, so for them to come into our house and outwork us like the way they did, and it just seems like they wanted it more than us, even after a lack of shooting and scoring on our end. It just was disappointing to see that it seemed like they wanted it more than us. And that's not to say that the guys didn't play hard in spurts, but it wasn't enough, and it wasn't a 40-minute effort like it should have been with what we have on the line. And the last prediction was we were the last four out in a lot of people's brackets with our win over UCF, which was a big thing. And then now, who knows where we're at right now? I think we have our quad one wins, which is the best wins. We're 4-6 in those. Quad two wins. We're quad 2 through 4 wins. We're 12-3. So we're doing good. We're mostly beating the teams that we're supposed to beat, which is good. So that's why this loss to Utah was so surprising to me, because we're beating all the teams that we're supposed to, and we usually handle business against those teams, especially at home. So yeah, man, and we have a net rating of 54, which right now I don't know. There's no telling what our net rating is right now. So not saying that we're completely out of the run to make a tournament bid, but it's going to be hard. Like I said, we don't have a whole lot of opportunities left in the season to go against a whole lot of ranked opponents or competition that the tournament would deem acceptable to make a tournament bid. So let me see who we got next. We got TCU. Is that at TC? It's at TCU. So that's a big game for us. Could you show the team record TCU? I think they're not doing well this year. But anyway, regardless of their record, we need all the wins that we can get so far, especially at TCU. I think this is a team that we can beat, and all the teams that we're playing up in our next couple games is teams that we could beat. They're 16-10 like we are. So we have a 1 game better record than they do in the Big 12 standings. But yeah, it's a toss up game, and it's a game that we need to boost our chances and to get in the tournament. And I think we only have one more ranked opponent, and that's BYU, and that's at home. So I'm looking forward to us responding in a good way. Again, that game is February 28th, last game of this month. So yeah, man, my thoughts about the game. Like I said, they wanted it more than we did. They beat us to all the loose basketballs. They out rebounded us by 10. And yeah, man, it sucks when you're in control of your own destiny and you let something like this slip out of your hands. And I know how it is. This is one of those games we call a trap game. And a trap game is pretty much when you're playing a team that you know you should beat and everybody knows that you should beat, and then you end up losing that game. It's called a trap game because you have all this confidence going into the game and you kind of underestimate the other team. And at this point in the season, there's no room for underestimating anybody. We're not in any position to underestimate anybody. I'm just, the word I keep saying is disappointed, because that's what it is, man. Because they do still have their double A tournament hopes in their hands, man. So just to see them let that slip up, and it's not the end. It's not the end of everything, but it was a big blow to our chances. So hopefully they can get that going the next game against TCU, which is another important one. It doesn't seem like the offense is going to get any better from what I'm seeing. Like I said, Trace and Eagle staff, he was more aggressive than I've seen him in the past, and he was scoring. From my from my observation of him and his game is that he's so much better when he's not thinking about it and he's just playing his game and he's confident in the moves that he's making. He's a whole totally different player when he's in that mode. So we need him these last 5 games, man. We need him to be in that mode like every single game, regardless. I don't care if you shoot 30%, 20%. I just need you to don't leave the clip in, don't leave any bullets in the clip, man. Let everything go, and at the end of the day, whatever happens from that, I'm good with. But we need everything from you. Not only you, Honor. He's a great player, in my opinion. I feel like he settles for a lot of threes sometimes and takes some unnecessary shots, but also I understand from his point of view because if nobody else is helping to generate offense, he has to be that guy to take that burden and maybe take some shots that he might not necessarily want to take but have to in order to help the team. So like I said, I really like Chance Moore coming off the bench. He brings a lot of energy, a lot of athleticism. He's been playing well the last couple of games. We just need everybody to step up, man. This has to be a total team effort from everybody in order for us to get to where we want to be. And we don't. Not only do we have the rest of the regular season, we still have the Big 12 tournament, so we got a chance to get some wins there. But from everything I'm seeing, man, it's if we can't get our offense in the right place, yeah, it's gonna be tough sledding from here on out. So that's my synopsis of the game, man. And yeah, I'm wishing nothing but good luck next game against TCU. And there was no women's Mountaineers basketball last night. I think they don't play again until Sunday. Am I right, Dave? Who do they play? Sunday. They play Oklahoma State on Saturday. Sorry, Sunday my time. I'm in Japan right now, so Saturday night I'm in the U.S. So that's going to be a good game for them. I wish them nothing but luck as they keep on going and killing it this year like they are, man. And we'll see you on another episode of Mountaineer Recap. I've been Kevin Jones, one of your co-hosts, my super producer Dave. See y'all next time. Peace.